Hi, everybody. I did not start late, but I'm not sure how bad the latency is right now. On my end, it doesn't look bad, but you never know. This is about all that my laptop can handle, so you get PNG JMeZZ today. But will there be a Wendigo attack? No, I've got guns on me. Like I'm out on my parents' land. There's lots of guns here. Hey, Goldkin, she haven't seen you in the chat in a while. Hello, everybody. Um, Hopefully my laptop gets through this. I'm on battery power. Um, we're trying to stream, so we're just gonna see how this goes. It may not be a super long stream, but that's fine. I just kind of wanted to chill. This is kind of it was a test to see how well this laptop would do, and probably not very well. You just graduated BCT. You got some free time now. Well, that's awesome. That's a Wendigo talking. No. Turn my brightness. Yes, my brightness is all the way down, which. Yeah, I hope, let me see, if I put it in power saving mode, hopefully it won't affect the stream at all. Let me do that. All right, it's on power saver mode now. I hope that doesn't affect anything too badly. But we'll just have to see. Is that a real fire you hear? No, it is far too wet for a real fire today, unfortunately. Sounds good to you? Okay, good. Yeah, it is way too wet for a real fire right now, sadly. It's been raining basically for a week straight, and it's finally chilled out a little bit, but it's still sprinkling a little bit, so I'm kind of under the best cover I can. Yeah, the latency is pretty good. Like out here, like this is good internet, and no one is using it but me, so it's probably gonna be pretty good latency at least. That's good. That's good. I'm glad it can at least do that. So looks like my laptop can at least handle things like this, which is nice. So whenever I do a cooking stream, though, I probably will have to use my actual PC because I don't think this laptop would be able to capture video and stream and also output 1080p at the same time. I'm having to do 720 right now. But yeah, we're just gonna chill for a little bit. Let's see. My laptop's telling me I've got like 2 hours of battery. I don't know how long that'll last. You get this latency all the time? Well, unfortunately, at the house, I have good internet, but I don't have like Ethernet cables or anything. Like I can't run a cable, so I have to use Wi-Fi, and I'm a bit further from the router at my house, unfortunately. I've been doing good, and I'm glad that you're back, Gold. I remember when you left, that was quite a while ago. But yeah, we're just gonna chill tonight. What's been going on with y'all? Just gonna chill. It's not so much as it's there is nowhere to. I don't know how to run a cable anyway, and I can't just run one through the floor of the house. That wouldn't work. And I would not be able to. I would not have. I don't have the expertise to put a cable to where it would go from where the internet is to my room. Last stream you saw was when I did Dead Space. Yeah, that was a while back. Yeah. Yeah, we're just gonna chill tonight. It's a nice night. It's not too hot. When I left home, it was like 100 degrees today. But right now, it's fairly comfortable. It's just really wet. I think of starting a bushcraft channel. I mean, bushcraft channel would be kind of cool. I don't know how much of that I would be able to do, but I mean, bushcraft is pretty cool. Yeah, see, like, like with the way my house is, Chef, like I can't run a cable through the hallway. It just won't work. Drill holes in the wall. I mean, it's just as of right now, where I am right now, it's just not feasible, unfortunately. So I gotta stick to Wi-Fi. But it's still not. I mean, when I'm at my house, the latency's not that bad. It's just like a second or two. Am I running a real tent or a hand-built shelter? Well, we've got cabins out here, so I don't have to use a tent out here, which is nice. I have done hand-built shelters before when I go camping with friends. Used to, We would go camping a lot. There's a place we like to go. We'd go out to the campsite with nothing but. Yeah, it's one of those. I guess I might need to move a little closer to the Wi-Fi. Well, now it's fine. I don't know. Now it's saying it's fine. I hope I'm back. Balaclava bushcraft games with Gats and very base stream idea. I don't really know how you would stream bushcraft though. Like, a lot of it would be kind of boring to watch. I swatted the moss away from the tent. Yeah, there has been a lot of bugs out here. It's kind of humid, so they're kind of all over the place. I wish I could have a fire to kind of help keep them away, but everything's just soaked out here. It's been raining so much. Bugs do suck. I don't like them. I'm not so bad. I don't get bit by bugs a lot for whatever reason, but they always like to get up in my face, and I really can't stand that. But it hasn't been too terribly bad. I haven't seen any mosquitoes at least, which for the rest of my family, mosquitoes are bad. An IRL bushcraft room will get extremely hot if I cover every inch of my body like I normally do. Yeah, that is true, especially with how the weather's been lately. I would probably die of heat stroke or something. Yeah. Which, speaking of, whenever I do the cooking stream, I've got to figure out like how I'm going to do that too. I guess I need to buy some of those black cooking gloves. Look all fancy. I have some, but they're clear. So you should watch Eurocamp. Yeah, that's on my list actually. I'm planning on watching that. It looks very cozy. Hot JMeZZ stream so until KB. Yeah. Oh yeah, but that's not the kind we're talking about though. It is very nice and chill out here though, which I'm really enjoying. I don't think I'm going to be able to do any gun stuff filming though, because it's so wet and muddy out here. We've got gravel paths, but that's about all you can walk right now. I don't want to end up hurting my bad leg trying to trudge through all this mud. Eurocamp, yeah, it looks extremely cozy. That's definitely on my list. I'm gonna watch it at some point. Probably just binge the whole thing in a week, like I usually do. It's pretty nice out here tonight, though. Like I wish I could find a way to pick up. Like, I've got the nice background noise playing just to have something, you know, so it's not just my voice, but if I could pick up like the actual noise out here, well, the crickets and stuff, it's even better. Of course, then you also hear weird stuff, like you can hear deer snorting, or sometimes you hear dogs, which that can get a little creepy at times. When I speak, you can kind of hear it. Yeah, I'm using my little lapel mic. I don't have like my nice one out here, but I think it sounds good. Oh, got a donation from someone. Thank you, Selman. I hate that the Ko-Fi bot doesn't tell me what any of it says. But thank you very much. I appreciate it. Gonna hunt some deer while we're out there. Well, it's not hunting season right now, so I mean, this is privately owned land. I don't know if I don't know how. I mean, no one would know, but you know. Joe Mama, hello from Kansas City, Missouri. First time watching. Well, thank you for joining. This is a little bit different than what I normally do. Normally I play games. I'm still not great at the whole Zatsudan thing. So, I mean, this is kind of practice. I'm out on family land. I've just got my laptop with me. So, there's that. This is a little different than what I normally do. I've kind of done something similar, but the time that the ATF showed up at my house, I did a Zatsudan. just to talk about it. Live jam is going to watch a runaway from bears real time. Well, bears aren't really much of an issue here, and like I said, there's lots of guns on the premises. Okay, I went and pulled up Ko-Fi on my phone. Thank you for the $20, Selman. And yes, happy Friday to you as well. Thank you. I appreciate that very much. Hopefully, I'll eventually be able to enable super chats whenever those new requirements run through. Don't know how long that'll be though. Watch Your Camp tonight on my phone while I'm in the woods. I mean, I might. I was in the middle of something else actually. You ever watched the is it Bofuri anime? You know, the girl that plays the game and she just maxes out her defense and it makes her super overpowered. That one's fun. I was rewatching the first season because I was going to watch season 2. That's a fun, cute anime. I need to finish that. I'm really bad at watching stuff like at the same time because I get details confused or whatever. So I generally try to finish something before I start something new. I'm also really bad. It's got to be an ADHD thing. Like when a new season of a show comes out, I have to like rewatch all the previous seasons. Oh, I heard a train. Railroad not far by. Any skinwalkers? No. We got too many guns. We got too many guns and electricity out here for skinwalkers. They wouldn't like it. I'm like way out in the woods, but like we still got electricity and Wi-Fi and stuff out here. So you know. There's also Campfire Cooking in Another World. I have heard of that one. That is also on my list. That sounds like a fun one too. I have so much stuff on my list that I want to watch. I feel like I don't have enough time because like I want to watch anime. I want to do my stuff, and I want to watch like the streamers that I'm friends with and all that stuff. I feel like I don't have enough time to just watch things in general anymore. It's kind of funny. If I could ever do this as like a full-time job, I would probably spend most of my free time watching other streamers and anime, honestly. It's cozy and Mappa made it so the animation is way better than it needs to be. That sounds pretty great actually. Yeah, there's several cozy animes I want to watch. I've seen like some stuff. There's something new that was coming up that sounds good. I don't remember what it was. Watch Machiko Melandra. What the heck is that? Never heard of that. I don't know what that is. Like I'll give you a second to say, but yeah, no, I have such a like, I've only been into anime for a few years, so like there's so much stuff that I have to watch because everyone's always telling me something else that I have to watch, so the list just gets longer and longer and longer. Just about every day I add something new. You have to say goodnight. Well, that's fine, Gold. Thanks for stopping by. Hope we can do that again. Anime based on 80s Brazil. Oh, wow, that sounds funny. You got back into it after you watched Evangelion for the first time? Yeah. Yeah, you know, I've talked about it before. Like I have watched Evangelion and I have no idea. I have no idea what that anime is about. Is ReZero on the list? Yes, I have watched ReZero. I love ReZero actually. I've watched it a few times. So, yeah, that's on the list. I think the rain is kind of stopping. Let me go walk out and see if it's slowing down. Oh, okay. I can go sit in this comfier chair over here that's a little closer to the Wi-Fi router. Outside actually in the nature. You're probably the only person that dislikes ReZero. Yes, that's just because you got bad taste, you know. Sometimes people have bad taste. You can't help it, I guess. It's on you. Did it really? Yep. Did it really go dead? Is it back? Is it back? Oh no. Oh look, the rain is coming back. I'm back. Oh, okay, well that's something at least. That's something. You said earlier I was touching grass. Actually, no, it's too wet to touch the grass. Let's see. I'm gonna go this way. I'm gonna go this way. Oh yeah, more rain. Man, I hate to go inside and bug everybody. Let me see. I left my charger over there. I should probably grab the charger. Well, hopefully while I'm walking around, the stream doesn't go dead. The effects kept going, but my audio cut out. That's kind of weird. Am I using push to talk? No, I'm just using a little lapel microphone. Hold on, I'm gonna grab my charger and move somewhere. Maybe that'll help. I just don't slip in the mud. Let's see. Watch for punji pits. Yeah, no, we don't got those out here. I don't gotta worry about that. I don't remember where I put that chair though. So okay, I'm significantly closer to the Wi-Fi now. I gotta get underneath some shelter because there's more water coming down. More rain. Oh, they did build a fire. What? Got Charlie in the trees? No. I'm not gonna worry about that. Someone did build a fire. Well, I'm gonna sit near the fire. Well, it's a little windy up here, though. I don't know if you can hear that. I'm wearing desert night camo, so I'm an invisible ninja. The only camo I have is hunting camo, unfortunately. I hope you can still hear me. Like, I'm under a tin roof now. It might be a little noisy with the rain. No wind? Oh, that's good. That's good. Well, at least right here I can plug my laptop up. Everybody else has gone inside. Oh, great. The lights are flickering. That's always fun. Oh, hold on. Oh, I'm all tangled up. There we go. At least it's dry under here. I can plug things up without feeling paranoid that I'm gonna get electrocuted. Oh. Which means I can turn my laptop on. Hi Kitsukichi. Hello. Let's see. I'm gonna put it back on performance mode. This is plugged up. Why not? I didn't know that everybody was gonna go back inside. Otherwise, I would have just set up over here. It's nicer over here. It's dry. Yes. There we go. Yeah. That might help the stream a little bit too. Putting it in performance mode. Watch for spiders as you plug in the something socket. No, there's no spiders that I've seen. No spiders that I've seen. There we go. Oh man, yeah, it's starting to rain. You know, the forecast said like there was no skinwalker attack bad stream. Well, that's because I'm now sitting like 3 feet away from one of the gun racks, so they're not gonna want to come near me now. Especially not. Ghost story? Oh man, okay. I can tell a ghost story. Yeah. I can tell you something that I've experienced before. So out here there's the mic is a little fuzzy. Oh well. I may need to move it. So it's a little lapel mic, and like it is, the wind is blowing a little more up here than where I was. Is that better? Before I tell the story? Christopher Serm just said, cool, maybe. Maybe it sounds okay, I don't know. Okay, well. That's better? Okay, cool. Let me turn the brightness up on this a little bit too so I can see better. So, out here on these, it's like 100 acres. It's been in my family for a very long time. You know, it was me and a couple of my brothers out here one time years ago, and we're up late, and out here we've got, you know, it's like you take one of those like, it's one of those tin roof things that you can park your car under, keep it out of the rain. Well, we've got one of those out here. You know, it's just like a little shelter kind of thing you can hang out under. There's a table and there's outdoor TV and stuff. And we're hanging out there. It's like 2 in the morning probably. And we look out over the lake because you can see the lake from up here. And if you watch any of my gun videos, you've probably seen the lake because I shoot at the lake a lot. There's something out there, and it's glowing. Like 2 o'clock in the morning, something's out on the lake glowing. So we're like, what the hell is that? And we jump on the 4-wheelers and ride down there. And we got a couple rowboats out there glowing. Yeah, like, yeah, literally glowing. Yeah, CIA agent, yeah. Except it wasn't like green glowy, it was like white glow. So we go out there and we wreck ET so bad so you can see the saucer. Well, we go down there, we're investigating what that glow is. And we've got a couple rowboats out there. We still can't see it because it's a decent sized little lake. We still can't really make out what it is. So we get in one of the rowboats. We go out there. And as we're rowing out there, it starts to move kind of towards us. And then I could see, like, it's tall. It's like something really big. It's probably like 10 foot tall, at least. And whatever it is it's floating over the water. You know, like probably a good, you know, foot above the water. And then the thing itself is like 10 foot tall. And it comes towards us. And the only thing, it almost looked like a woman in like a wedding dress almost, with like one of those really long veils. That's why I couldn't make out what it was at first. Like, now that I think about it, it almost kind of looked like a stereotypical ghost, right? Because of that. And it comes flying towards us. And then when it's just about to get to the boat, it's gone. Yeah, a literal white woman. It's just, when it's just about to get us, it's gone. So it's like, all right, we're leaving. We're getting out of here. So then we go back and we go to bed. And that entire story was just made up on the spot, by the way. just made it up right now. No, I'll be honest. Personally, I've never had any experiences that I would consider like to be ghosts. Like, I've seen some stuff that made me think maybe aliens are real, but oh, come on, not bad for a story that I just made up. You saw, yeah, I got him. You saw a silver ball pass over your wingtip one night flying. Yeah, that sounds a little creepy. Think it was an alien or like ball lightning or something. I've heard that like ball lightning can get on airplanes. That's really weird. What's scarier, big cats or bears? Well, where I live, we've got there'll be like mountain lions. There's potentially black bears. And both of those are equally terrifying. I will say if you're armed, a big cat would probably be easier to deal with. So, you've had multiple what you would consider paranormal experiences. You think mountain lions are scarier? I think if you're unarmed, yeah, probably. But if you're armed, like if you got a gun on you, like it would you would take down a big cat faster than a bear. Now if it's a grizzly bear, like that's grizzly bear, that's worse than anything else. I would if I will never go into woods that I know that there are grizzly bears, because they will like hide, and then they'll get mad at you for being too close, but you didn't know that they were there. So you had an uncle that shot a jaguar. Yeah. Well, if it's a grizzly, you're not necessarily gonna die, but you're probably gonna lose like half your face. You're supposed to play dead if it's a grizzly bear. So now if it's a polar bear, like if you're up in Antarctica or whatever, you get attacked by a polar bear, yeah, it's over with. That's what I've always heard. Like, there's nothing you can do. But people say 5.56 is no good for a bear, but I say we'll make it through 30 of them. If I had to go up against a bear, I'd probably want, I don't know, I'd probably want at least something that's 30 cal out of a rifle. Grizzlies during salmon run are pretty chill. They're fat and happy. I mean, I still wouldn't want to take the risk. People say there are no grizzly bears in Colorado, which is a complete utter lie. I've been to Colorado before. I have family there. It's very dry, very deserty. That's what I remember about Colorado. 500 mag. I mean, if it's a bear, you can go with like, I mean, anything fairly big would work. There's mountain lions in Pennsylvania. Yeah, they suck. Yeah, I wouldn't want to share anything with the grizzly bear. Honestly, like I'll leave them alone, and they can leave me alone, and we're good. Colorado looks like the South currently. You're visiting family is green. Well, that's nice. That's nice. When I was there, of course, I mean it may be different parts, you know. When I was there, it was very deserty. Very, very deserty, and I'm not a big fan of the desert. I don't like being dehydrated. So there's that. Yeah, I don't say I like the humidity, but at least I'm used to it. But when it's dry, I mean, sometimes like when it's dry, it's a little more comfortable, but then you don't know that you're getting dehydrated. It's kind of an anomaly what's going on right now. Well, I mean, you know, things change, plants grow, all that stuff. There better be some plants growing after how much it's been raining here. I'm getting sick of it. I got woke up at like 4 or 5 o'clock this morning by my phone going off because it was like a severe storm warning. It's like winds could be 80 plus miles per hour. Stay away from windows. And I was like, really? And I had such a hard time going back to sleep after that, because like once I've been woke up, like it's so hard for me to go back. It's hard for me to sleep in general. So it was hard for me to sleep. I'm still a little tired. I managed to sleep a little bit, but this is how it is. Average southern weather, pretty much. Yeah. It'll go like, it went from storming super hard, like 80-mile-per-hour winds, and then it went like completely clear, sun's directly above you, and it's 100 degrees. And then as we're coming back, as me and my brother were driving out here today, like it starts raining again, like hard rain. Yeah. Colorado has nothing but fat kids in blue hat. What? What does that mean? What is that? Is that a Colorado stereotype that I don't know about? Like, I've never heard of that before. I don't understand that reference. Yeah, when I went to Colorado, it was just dry, very, very dry. There was like hippie people there. Oh, I don't know anything about South Park. I've never really watched it, to be completely honest. It says something about whales in the mountains. What? What's this about whales in the mountains? What? The weather outside your house has been crazy lately. Yeah, that's how it's been for me too. It's been something else. Had to go to the woods recently to deliver a PC at night, and it was terrifying because of all the hawks and jaguars. Yeah, we were also in Brazil. Like, yeah, wow. There's a mountain whale cryptid. Wow, I've never heard of that. I mean, cryptids are kind of cool, but I've never heard of that before. I mean, honestly, because where I live, I know about like southeastern or Appalachian cryptids, so I don't know about them in other places. Mountain whale, as in like a whale that swims. It's in the mountains. Away from windows and watch out. Yeah, well, I'm not near any windows right now. I'm outdoors. He was born in Appalachia. I've been there quite a few times. Been to the mountains. When I was a kid, my grandparents used to love vacationing to the mountains. When I was a child, take the whole family. The Slowed Rock Bolter is what it's called. Wow. You got a heat advisory? Well, I mean, you are in Texas. So that's unsurprising, to be honest. We had a heat advisory too. You know, like when it's already getting up to like heat index of like 101, like, man, I'm just not ready. I'm just not ready for the heat. Can't stand it sometimes. I wish it would be like 70 something, like 70 degrees all year long. Go find Mapinguari in the woods. What is that? Mapinguari. What is that? You thought living in Texas was an advisory. Gonna pronounce Appalachia as Appalachia. Piss everyone off. It only got up to 92 for you, but it's insanely humid. Yeah, like it was really humid, especially with how much it's been raining. Let me see this. I've looked this up on my phone because I'm curious. The Mapinguari is a cryptid reported from the Brazilian and Venezuelan Amazon and possibly Paraguay. Described as bulletproof, extremely foul-smelling animal with long hair, robust claws, and both quadrupedal and bipedal locomotion. Wow. So a Brazilian chupacabra, kind of. Which gives pictures of South American monsters such as a mouth in its abdomen. Oh. And the European characteristic of having a single eye, cyclops. Oh, wow. That sounds creepy. I don't want to go anywhere near that. Big monkey with one eye and mouth and chest. Yeah, that's creepy. Yeah. Maracoxy? No, y'all talk. I mean, I haven't seen that one. Let me. Cryptids are kind of cool, even though like some of them I'm a little bit scared of. Group of large ape-like creatures that have been reported in many parts of the. So it's Bigfoot basically. Maracoxy is Bigfoot. Okay. Got blue-balled on the rain yesterday. Ended up storming to the east. Well, I'm in the southeast, so that's probably the storm that hit me. Probably. What would happen? Skinwalkers and Wendigos are real. See, my thing is, like, when it comes to stuff like that, like Skinwalkers and Wendigos, like, that is just so out of the realm of just, like, something you would make up on a whim, right? Like, who's just sitting there, like, you know, like, it comes from native folklore. Like, who's just sitting there chilling, you know, doing what natives did. You know, maybe they're hunting or doing something, and it's like, man, you know what would be creepy? A big old skull head antler monster that eats people. Like that. So that was inspired by something. By seeing the Walking Pants cryptid. Yes, I saw it. Pippa. It was on the Pippa stream when I first saw that. She was looking at cryptids. Yeah, the Fresno Nightcrawler. Yeah, it literally just looks it looks like a little Among Us guy. That's what it looks like. It's just like a pair of pants. It's really weird. The existence of Uncanny Valley implies the existence of human evolutionary history that looked human but wasn't. Yeah, it's definitely something. the antler skull head is just an interpretation. I mean, probably. Like, I know just like the traditional Wendigo is the skull antler head thing, and it's really creepy, and I hate it. And like, whenever I'm in the woods, I always have a gun on me, like all the time. And if I ever like saw something that looked like a deer walking around on two legs, like it would literally catch every single round in the mag. Like I would just mag dump in its general direction and run away. I don't want anything to do with that. The Fresno Nightcrawler is extremely real. You think so? Have you seen it? It looks so silly. Like it's got a, it looks, the Fresno Nightcrawler looks so silly. It has to be like a joke. Like, come on. I don't think anything could feasibly exist that looks like that. it's just so ridiculous. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's a little crazy looking in my opinion. I want to look at a picture of it now because I remember seeing it on that stream. Fresno Night Crawler. Believe in the night crawler. Like, and it literally, it looks like a little Among Us alien. That's what it looks like. And you know, how come like with stuff like this, like these cryptids and everything, like we live in the age of smartphones, and like we have smartphones that have night vision now. Why is it always like blurry, out of focus pictures with these what you call it, with these cryptids? Oh great, a severe thunderstorm warning just popped up on my phone. Oh, that's closer to my house, not where I am now. Well, that's good at least, as long as my house is okay. It might look like a guy in a sheet, but it's super real. Among Us was modeled after the Nightcrawler. You know, I can believe that. It literally looks like an Among Us. Skinwalker is just a nickname. The real name is Navajo for it goes on all fours. Yeah, I have heard that. I've got a pretty significant native ancestry, and I always forget. I think it's one of my great grandmas was a Navajo. I think it was either that or maybe it was a Cherokee. I don't remember. But yeah, I go find Bigfoot. No, I'm so good. I don't believe in Bigfoot actually. Like the Bigfoot thing, like it's someone would have captured or killed one by now. Like, we are the bump in the night to be feared. Yeah. You ever like seen like the original I Am Legend? Like, not like the Will Smith, like the Will Smith movie was okay, but like the actual, like, I think it was like a novel, and it was like the guy, instead of being like weird zombie monster things, like it was like vampires, black and white version. Yeah, they're like vampires, not like zombies or whatever. And the guy, he's trying to cure them or whatever, and he's hunting them, and then what it turns out, like at the end of the thing, like he's the last normal human in existence. Literally everybody else is vampires. So like he was the cryptid in the end. The actual vampire is caused by a bat virus. Yeah, it's funny. Top Hat Cat, I don't know why you're so interested in that information, but it's not for you to know. I think Bigfoot is some sort of undiscovered primates. I just feel like, yeah, well, it was a twist. I just feel like at this point someone would have got like proper video of Bigfoot, or somebody would have like killed one or captured one. Like we live in the day of smartphones and digital cameras that are everywhere. I don't know. That's why, like, you know, they're talking about like the alien sightings and stuff now, like the UFOs. And it's like, bro, like, you think Bigfoot is interdimensional? I mean, that would explain some things. But like, that's why with the UFOs and the aliens and stuff, like, I find that hard to believe, because like we never see any, like, we never see any clear footage of it. or anything. Gonna go to a campsite and use Aztec Death Whistle at 3 in the morning. I actually have one of those. Dianexus printed and gave me one time. Bigfoot does have amazing OPSEC. Ultra terrestrials, is that like, is that what the, like the interdimensional, was that what you would call them? Like the aliens are actually from another dimension? Bigfoot is a lost furry. Well, Chef, I don't know if you have a 3D printer, but you can get Aztec Death Whistles that you can 3D print. It's it's an actual like whistle, like that was designed by the Aztecs, and when you blow it, it makes this god awful, like, it's not like a whistle sound, it's like a scream. It's just like blood curdling scream. And Dynexus 3D printed one for me. It looks like a sugar skull, and he gave it to me. I've never like I've been tempted to like go in my neighborhood and blow it like really loud, but someone would probably call the police if they heard it. You're saving for a 3D printer that doesn't require 30 hours of maintenance every 5 days. Listen, sometimes, like with my Ender 3, it'll run perfectly for months at a time, and then something will just go wrong and I gotta fix it. But it'll run for a long time. It's just, since it's an entry-level printer, it requires a little more maintenance. But I have printed like a dozen guns on the thing, more than a dozen, so it's more than made up for it. Yeah, no, Ender 3, sometimes they just decide to not work. That's just what they do sometimes. They're just like that. You gotta kind of wrangle them, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, I've been talking about me this whole time. What's going on with y'all? Anything interesting going on? I mean, I haven't done a whole lot. I'm just kind of chilling right now. So I wanna know what's going on with you guys. Anything cool? Anything interesting? Anything fun? I can sit here and wait. Have I 3D printed anything that's not a gun? Yes, I have, actually. Which, yeah, feel free to ask questions like that too. Yeah, I've 3D printed like some stuff for my dad, like stuff that looks like movie props or things like that. Or like when you're on Father's Day, I found this cool like Father's Day statue you can 3D print, and I printed that for him on Father's Day one time, and he really liked it. Casey, you're not boring. You're not boring. You're fun. A camp meeting at your church, everyone's gone. You're holding down the fort by yourself. Oh, well. Watch out for the skinwalkers. Did I 3D print Ruby's crescent in TPU? No. No, I did not. I'm not going to participate in that meme. I hear TPU is soft, but that's not going anywhere near my bear skin. You start electrician school in August. Well, that's cool. Hope that goes well. You can get like an apprenticeship as an electrician too. You can like work and learn at the same time. You can do stuff like that. That would be cool. Just be careful. Don't shock yourself like metal does all the time. Don't do any of that stuff. And when it comes to like 3D printing NFA items, because I am out there, I put myself out there, because the feds have been called on me and they have showed up at my house. I am very careful to not build anything that would get me thrown in jail, because it's like handling guns. You don't shock yourself. You're not practicing them. Yeah, see, I don't, you know, there's a lot of people, and, you know, the people are out there, they're saying, you know, they're saying just don't comply, and I agree. Like, the best way to do it is mass non-compliance, and that works best for the legions of anonymous people out there. My thing is, I have family that I don't want to get hurt by what I do, and I also don't want to go to federal prison to make somebody else feel better. So, as of right now, I'm very careful about what I build. Because I mean, yeah, if I went to federal prison, a lot of my anarchist Twitter followers would be like, "Oh man, that sucks," or they'd be like, "This is a path towards victory. Someone got arrested," but then I'd be in jail for years probably. Don't have dogs either. Yeah, I don't have a dog. I don't have a dog, fortunately, which is good because you know, the ATF has been to my house, and I really luckily the Tannerite stuffed dog was not out in plain view when they showed up. You'd write me a nice letter. Oh yeah, I'm sure you would. I'm sure you would. I can't even get people to DM me first. Do you expect me to think you write me a letter in prison? Oh man. But yeah, I really do hope, like, you know, they say you can't trust the three letter gun rights groups, and to an extent, yeah, I kind of agree. But I do hope that some of the lawsuits and stuff that are going on will eventually give us some progress. Any Claymore Roombas? I cannot confirm or deny any Claymore Roombas, but you can also fit a pound of Tannerite in a Roomba. By the way, I would get fan mail like some other people in prison. You break me out of jail, huh? I don't know if I could trust you to do that. FPC seems solid. Is there dirt there? I don't know, honestly. Like, yeah, I know that Matt from Fudbusters, you know, he was a lawyer for FPC for a while, and he ended up leaving because of stuff. I don't really know the details because, like, I'm not close to Matt. Like, I haven't really talked to him much at all. He gave me a discount code for MAF one time, but that was it. Yeah, it's more just like, apparently a lot of these groups, like, well, it's the same way it's always been. They will try to fight to prevent new gun laws from being made, but they're not trying to fight to repeal anything. Because when's the last time you heard of somebody trying to sue to, you know, make machine guns legal again, right? Like, you know, back in the day, you could have a full auto Thompson mail ordered to your front door. Like, you didn't need any paperwork or nothing. But, you know, and no one tries to make machine guns legal again because there's people out there who they spent, you know, $30,000 per gun to have a machine gun collection, so they have a vested interest in keeping the rest of us from owning them. Otherwise, they lose value, which kind of sucks. You know, I got the pre-ban machine gun that, you know, that lets me exercise my rights, but I'm gonna pull up the ladder behind me, kind of deal. There's a lot of people like that, unfortunately. Even though when you look at it, when it comes to, like, especially people talk about common use a lot or whatever. There are actually so many machine guns, like even just registered machine guns in the U.S. There are enough registered machine guns in the U.S. to be considered common use. That doesn't mention all the Glock switches and auto sears and stuff. You think most of the antiques would still hold your value as they're? Yeah, they would actually. They still would hold some value. You would sell your organs for full auto BAR. A Bren would be really cool too. Am I going to do anything in the VC? So okay, so those of you who are in my Discord, there is a voice chat which probably only mods can see it. That is labeled JMeZZ use only. That is what is powering my little PNG right now. That's what's making it talk. So I have to use Discord for that. That's why. That's what that is. So don't go in there. That's for me only. If you're in my Discord. In fact, you shouldn't be able to. Like I guess the admins, I can't block admins from going in there, but nobody else should be able to. But yeah, that's what that's for. It's just so like I didn't want to just have my little static PNG on the screen, so I just used the one that I always use, like if I'm collabing with somebody, I have to use it. But it requires me to be in a voice chat for it to work. That's how I get the mouth to move and everything. JMeZZ runs for office? Oh, bro. I would be a terrible politician. I wouldn't want to be a politician. Like if I was a politician, like I'd be like, you know, no, I don't need any funny sounds. I'm good. I'd be like, yeah, you know, repeal all the gun laws, and then I'm done being a politician. But I mean, that's not how it works. It's just a bunch of bureaucracy and crap, you know. So you don't like even if you become a politician with great intentions, you can't get anything done. So I don't know. Being a politician sounds like it would suck if I'm being completely 100% honest. Now, if I could be like dictator of America for like a day, or like whatever I say goes, I would make America the best country in the world once again. Like it would take me like 24 hours, and we would be on top. We'd be the best. That's all. It would take 24 hours, and then I don't need to do anything else. I can go back to being a VTuber. It'll be fun. I will dive deeper into the beast to gut it from the inside. Ron Swanson. Oh, is that the office guy or whatever? I never watched the show that he's in. Being a politician that truly goes against the status quo is a great way to get the CIA's People Freedom Award. Kennedy got 160. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Like if you are a politician and you go against the grain at all, like you're in danger. You're in danger of getting CIA'd. Like even if you're like the president, like Kennedy, like they'll take you out, bro. Like it almost kind of feels like presidents now, they shouldn't have the Secret Service anymore. They should have like private security, because you can't trust the security from the government. You have to have some kind of private security that they're loyal to you because you're paying them a lot of money. That's the only thing I could think of, right? I don't know. It would be the CIA's best guy. You think so? Praetorian Guard, yeah, pretty much. Yeah, you would have to have something that's not government protection, because they would just murk you at a moment's notice. Most obedience president. What do you mean? As in like you have to obey the president? Yeah, that would do it. Yeah. I don't know. Men are loyal to who pays the most, and the Fed has unlimited money. You can't win. That's fair. That's fair. I mean, if I was president, like I would just find a way. I don't even know how it works. I would just find a way, like all the 3-letter agencies, just end them all in one go before they could react. That's like the only thing you could do, and I don't even know if it's possible, because they're like the shadow government, you know, and all that stuff. But it's collapsing the dollar. That's true. That's very true. Like, money is worthless now, which kind of sucks for me because I don't even have enough money for it to be worthless. Well, you know what I mean. Supreme Court can block stuff like that. Yeah, I guess that's fair. Hard to pay ransom if the cash is worthless. Yeah, exactly. Like it's just it's all dumb and meant to make life terrible for us, the people. That's why you got to keep your guns close and just be a deterrent. Blackmailers are gonna squeal when they don't get paid. I mean, we're gonna get to the point. Like I fully believe we're gonna get to the point. You know, it's like you ever played the Fallout games and it's like the old, like the ads from before the war in Fallout. It's like a donut and a coffee, only $367 or something like that, right? Like that's what we're going. It's gonna cost you $100 to buy a loaf of bread, probably in my lifetime. It's just suck. It wouldn't make it through a week if you gave control of the dollar back to the U.S. Treasury and took it away from private banks. Yeah, probably not. Have you speeded on the highway while listening to "Kickstart My Heart" by Motley Crue? No, I have not. I'm not terrible about speeding either. Like, I mean, I go a little over the limit like everybody, but I'm a fairly careful driver. I don't want to get splattered on the pavement, so I'm a pretty careful driver. It's fun. Well, I have more fun being alive, so sure the U.S. Treasury would just hand back to I don't know, man. Like they're just making money worth it. What kind of Southerner drives carefully? One that grew up driving in the South, dealing with Southern drivers, bro. I grew up out in the country. You're joking. I hope you are. I grew up out in the country, so like it wasn't too bad. But like where my grandparents lived, like was in like a more populated area, and the people there did not know how to drive. So it taught me to be very, very aware of the people on the road and drive carefully. So small banks have to fall to large banks first, and large banks fail, blah blah, into the Fed. I mean, yeah, like no, either it's going to cost $100 to buy a loaf of bread, or like the dollar's going to cease to exist, and we'll have something else. Driving the South is genuinely horrifying. It's not the worst place I've ever been. Like when it comes to driving. So I've been to Central America a couple times, and I've been to the Republic of Panama, you know, like Panama Canal, all that. I've been there, and talk about like apparently like driving in Panama is second worst only to driving in India, and it's not great. Like you don't want to drive there. It's awful. There's no actual like there are traffic regulations there, but like they're not enforced. So so like people don't stop at stop signs, or people blow through red lights like all the time, that kind of stuff. You used to drive in Florida quite a bit. Yeah. Gold backed dollar. Yeah, I mean it would probably help, but at this point we're to the point where we're gonna need a new currency, probably, in my opinion. Like, cause I was looking at something, it was like 100 years ago, like the dollar was worth like 30 times what it is now, or something crazy like that. Like it's ridiculous. Like the dollar backed by literally anything. Yeah, yeah, I can agree. I don't know if backing the dollar with anything would save the dollar or not. It's just it's a dying currency. All it has is oil, and that's not working anymore. I don't know. That's just That's just the way. That's just the way things are going now. That's the way. That's the way life is, and it kind of sucks. But I try not to think about it too much. Use bottle caps like in Fallout. Unironically, that'd probably be a better idea. It's being purposely killed. I can believe that. Bitcoin. Yeah, I mean, maybe. Narco dollar. Is that a thing? I don't know. I try not to be too depressed over it, but it can get kind of tough. You know, like when you're seeing all the stuff going on and there's so many evil people in the world, it's hard not to get depressed, bro. Like it happens, man. It's and it gets rough. Like I'm usually pretty good at wrangling my own thoughts, you know, and keeping my brain in line, but sometimes, especially lately, like it's been a little rough. And I've been kind of going through it. I'm not gonna lie, and it can get hard to keep up that front, you know, like trying to stay positive and happy, and that can be tough. But I do feel a little bit better being out here, though. That's certainly it's certainly a mood booster. You're saving monster can tabs in case the world falls apart, so if you use them to trade for goods. And I'm gonna hang in there. I'm definitely trying. It's been a long time, like since I've got to like a really low, like super low point, and I think I'm pretty good at avoiding that, like avoiding the how do I put it? Avoiding the self Minecraft thoughts. Like that has not been an issue for me for a long time. But my issue kind of goes to where I get very apathetic, I guess would be the word. Like it's just so I'm just kind of driving. Like, you know, if that 18-wheeler drifted over into my lane, I would be at peace with that. And that's not a good thing to have. That's not a good thing to think, right? I mean, even if you're not like actively like wanting to hurt yourself, which I don't. Let me make that clear for the feds watching. I like my life. I just struggle with apathy, I guess. That's that's my thing. It's apathy. Just not caring. Not caring what happens to me. And I don't want to feel like that. I want to, especially now, like I'm still like sure I have a lot of Twitter followers, but I mean I'm not really anybody special. But now that I've like actually put myself out there and I'm trying to make something of myself, I want to be somebody, I guess. Like I guess I'm kind of getting to the point like I'm done being a nobody. I want to make something of myself. I want to be something. So gotta fight those thoughts that make you not care about yourself so you can be something. And that's what I want. And I don't know if it'll ever happen. I don't know if I'll ever. It's addicted to Twitter fame. No, I mean I haven't even reached 7,000 yet, so it's not like it's huge anyway. But and I may never get big. I may never be anyone notable, but I still want to try. So I've at least got that going. So that's something that kind of helps keep me going. Like I want to make something of myself, and that's kind of that in itself can be kind of a mood booster, you know. So you were joking earlier. If you're Groundhog Day scenario, you would speed down the highway like in GTA. I would not want to live in a scenario like that. That would drive me crazy. I mean, that would be awful. Um, but yeah, that's just kind of where I'm at right now. Goals are good. You got any new gas in the pipeline? I do. Problem is money. Um, I have not been making as much money. Well, I mean, right now I don't have a job, and I'm looking for another job. And I need a job that pays well, but I have not been making as much from my internet stuff. So I'm trying to ramp up with more content so I can hopefully make a little more doing this, which will help me do more gun stuff because money is a big issue right now. Gotta have goals and aspirations. Getting your goals and what gives happiness is working towards it. That does, yeah, I could say that, yeah. I could say that. You want to be an astronaut, but you never made it, you're just a pilot. I mean, a pilot's close, man. You're flying pretty close to space. You subscribe to the Outlook. If you can at least, if you impact at least one life, that's enough. That's pretty good, yeah. Yeah, that's not bad at all, yeah. You would rob your local banks if you were in Groundhog Day. Well, we all know the kind of person Top Hat Cat is. But man, I know it's only been like an hour, like an hour and 15 minutes, but I'm pretty worn out. Like, I didn't expect this to go very long, but I wanted to do something. Like, I want to, like I said, I want to keep making content, and even if it's just something like this, like I have fun with this, so it's still something fun. I want to stay consistent. I want to like I want to do stuff that you guys enjoy, you know. So I hope you enjoyed this. I'm probably gonna go to sleep soon because I have not slept much recently. Life is a bunch of small interactions. Some people carry certain actions. Yeah, that's true. You follow pessimist philosophy. Well, I don't know. I think trying to be realistic is good, but don't be negative. JMeZZ podcast win. The closest thing I've got to that is when I do the In Minecraft episodes. That's probably the closest I'll ever get to a podcast. Everybody has a podcast these days. I don't need one. I would go on a podcast though. I would go on a podcast as a guest, but I don't think I would host one. Yeah. JMeZZ News Network. Oh no, I don't want to deal with news. That's too much. BR hates feds, yeah. This is not technically, no, this is a Zatsudan stream. That's what this is. A podcast like you don't have like a chat or anything. This is different. I don't know. Let me see. I'm probably about to hop out of here soon though, because I am tired. You could probably hear it. I'm tired. Let's see. I can't do raids yet. So Minecraft with Tinma. If Tinma needs to follow me back, but I haven't interacted with her much. I hope hopefully I'll have some more guests on the channel soon. Like I'm trying to do a couple guests a month maybe to have some friends. We're just chilling. The podcast has actually, yeah. Zatsudan is just free talk. Okay. So, I can't like raid people yet, because I'm not, like, YouTube is weird. I'm not allowed to do that yet. But the only person I follow that's streaming right now, Sawa, is actually streaming right now. She's also doing the Zatsudan. So this what I'm gonna do. I'm looking up on my phone because I don't think my PC can handle it. Go. I'm gonna post it in the chat and pin it. Go after I'm done here. Go say hi to Sawa. Tell her it's an unofficial raid from JMeZZ. And yeah, so there it's pinned. You can go listen to Sawa. She's funny. She's really funny, especially if she's doing different voices. She's really funny. So what's our raid tag? I have no idea. One of y'all can come up with that sometime. Just say, I don't know, unofficial. Someone just spam unofficial JMeZZ raid and tell her hi for me. I should go for a second too. Yeah, I probably will. Basement gang. But I mean, basement gang works. That works. But make sure you say it's a unofficial raid for me. All right, guys. All right. No, not a maid raid. All right, I'm out of here, boys. I'll probably drop in Sawa's chat at least for a little bit. So go. I'm about to end the stream. Go say hi to Sawa for me. Bye, guys. You're great. Awesome. Thank you for stopping by. I'll see you Monday, hopefully. Bye.